Solutions to summer sales slump. We're going to be getting into that today on how you can find solutions to the slump of summer and how you can boost up your numbers as we wait for Q3 and Q4 to get that huge sales ramp up because of the holidays. This does bleed into late spring as well, but it's mostly summer. So I would say May, June, July, part of August are some of the slowest months online for online sellers of almost anything, really. And even though personally this year I haven't seen a slump of sales, I've actually seen an increase in sales. I've just been doing a lot to grow my business, which is why I haven't had to deal with it. So I came up with a short list of things I feel like any online seller could use to help boost their numbers. Okay, you can do all these. You can do just one or two, or you can have your own mix. But this is what I have done, and this is what I would consider. I'm still a young reseller in this game, but I'm just giving you my experiences. And so the very first one, obviously, when you understand what this game is, whether it's eBay, Etsy, whatnot, Amazon, whatever platform, you have to list more. When you have a retail space in the sky, the more you have listed as inventory in your store, that's more chances for somebody to see a product of yours, okay? And so the biggest biggest bottleneck for a lot of online sellers, eBay, Etsy, whatnot, is they don't want to list. It's a grind listing. And that's why I try to tell people, use a software, use ChatGPT to make your listings. All right, take some load off of that, but increase your production. Ever since I started to use ChatGPT with my own prompts to make listings for me, I have, superseded what productivity and what has been possible for my business. I have over 2,800 things listed on eBay right now with the help of ChatGPT. I have over 200 things listed on Etsy. So if you think about my store or my brand as a whole, Rare Books USA, I have over 3,000 items listed across my platforms. So that's my very first thing I want to say. List more. Thing I just brought up for the second point is diversify platforms. If eBay's going through a slump, Etsy might not be going through a slump. So that's why it's important to have different platforms. Now, I have to say, Etsy is a little bit more of a slow grower for booksellers. It's not a platform catered for booksellers. It's vintage, obviously, but the buyers on the platform aren't readily going to Etsy for books. But it's a good diversification avenue. Whatnot's another good one. Live stream auctions. While I do have a Whatnot account and I have sold things in the past, that's more of a strategic one-off thing when I have certain type of books and collections I want to get off. I had a really successful military manual show, and I'm building a collection to have a good magic, metaphysical, conjuring type of show on Whatnot. Not yet, but I'm building the collection of books for that. So number two, diversify your platforms just so you have different eggs in multiple baskets. So one basket's not doing too well, at least you can fall back on other baskets. The third one is build a cohesive brand. Across all platforms, I'm Rare Books USA. On eBay, I'm Rare Books USA. Etsy, I'm Rare Books USA. Whatnot, I'm Rare Books USA. My YouTube channel, I have a YouTube channel that's Rare Books USA. When I pack up shipments, when I do my packing for orders, I have a business card that has Rare Books USA on it with all the different platforms I'm on. So there's a lot of touch points my customers have to let them know I am everywhere. That's called building a brand. I would like to be the Coca-Cola of the rare books online reselling space. When they come online and they want a rare book, they don't have to spend too much energy to find me. They don't have to put in a weird name to find me on any platform. You type in Rare Books USA, you get Rare Books USA. Just like when somebody wants a Coke, Coca-Cola is always there to supply that quenching thirst for you. And so that's another one. Build a cohesive brand, but I will say that's more of a long-term type of thing, okay? That's more of a long-term thing you have to build over time. It takes time, but when it comes to sales slumps in the summer, they know, your customers know you already, so they trust you. So even if they don't have a whole lot of money to spend on books, when they do want to spend money on the books, they want to go to you first because they know of you, they trust you, and you know you do good business. So building a cohesive brand over time is important. I know a lot of people like to keep their book business kind of like in a cottage industry, like really just small, quaint, not too quote unquote corporate. You know, for me, I love books. I read books. I have my own collection, but I want to do this, and I want to do this on a large level. So these are the things you have to do. Build a cohesive brand. Number 4, do something a little different. Be memorable to your buyers. Don't do exactly what other businesses do. You want to separate yourself. Okay. How I separate myself, you know, I message buyers after every sale. When the item's delivered, I reach out to the buyer, say, hey, I see your item's delivered. Hopefully you had a positive experience and everything's good with your item. Hopefully I get a positive review at the end. That works wonders. And also when they respond, you get information back and data points back on what they like. So you can notate them down in the future for things that you come across. That's one example. You know, you can obviously, like I put my my business cards in my packages. I take care and pride in packing up my packages safely. Extra cardboard so the books don't get damaged. I do a lot of those things. I put saran wrap on it so it's waterproof. And so when each customer gets a book from me, it's like a gift. And they have to go through a process to open it to the final package, right? And so those are all touch points of being memorable to your customers, and they'll remember that. So that's why I think within 365, I have 62 followers, because they know and they're starting to trust me. I'm doing something different that they haven't seen before. If you go through my reviews, a lot of them are surprised at the shipping speed, surprised at how well I'm packaging my things, and the care I have per buyer. The next one is understand the sales cycle. This is not really one of action, a solution of action, but it's more of a solution of mentality. If you know you're in the summertime, you know the sales are going to be down, generally speaking. So there's no reason to get upset about it. Okay. So you just need to go back to solution number 1, list more so you can be ready for the holidays, which is the last one, which is the last 2 really are together. You understand the sales cycle and you prepare for late Q3, Q4 holiday ramp up. So if you're in the summertime, you're not getting the sales you want, again, don't be sad. Just prepare for what's to come. See's Candy, the business that helped Warren Buffett take Berkshire Hathaway to higher levels, made most of their money in Q3 and Q4 during the holiday season. You know, they might not make a whole lot of money the first 9 months out of the year, but the last 3 months of the year, they're going to make it all up with their chocolates. And this is how the book business and online retail business is too. So just prepare for the holiday ramp up. And then when you come to more advanced business maneuvers, you need to understand that as well. So just because you have a huge holiday ramp up, you make so much money in the last quarter of the year, you want to keep a humble mentality, because you know that could change, all right, when it comes into the new year, into the springtime. So you don't want to overspend on things, have too many expenses. You want to make sure you have a cash pile to, you know, pay for your bills, get inventory as opportunities arise, okay? And so when Q3, Q4 comes, that's going to just be cash building mode. I'm buying a lot of inventory now because I know I won't have a whole lot of time when it comes to the holiday season to source. I'll just be listing and shipping and packing for there. And so hopefully these these solutions to summer sales slumps, these solutions, they help you out. And if you have any questions, let me know them in the comment section. Make sure you watch some of the other videos, and let's just create a dialogue for this. I want other people to succeed in this space as well. Again, I've only been in this business for a year. I've had success, and I'm continuing to grow. And these are the things that, in my experience, even before selling books, just my business experience and expertise, these are the things I see that can really help your take your store to the next level. You list more, you diversify your platforms, you build a cohesive brand, do something a little bit different to be memorable. You understand where you're at in the sales cycle, and you prepare for your Super Bowl, which is late Q3, Q4 with the holidays. Okay. So thank you for watching this, and watch any of my other videos moving forward.